I coughed for the first 3 episodes of this podcast. I'm grandfathered in. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 11 of the Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is TheRealPortz, and my co-host, her name is EvilSpaceBunny.
Hi.
Bunny, how you doing?
I'm sick, but I'm here.
You're sick, but you're here.
Yeah.
That's like that's Jordan, you know?
Yeah.
Scored 66 points, has the flu.
Has the flu.
Good job.
Still did my research. Did some day drinking while doing my research.
The longest research I've ever seen, by the way.
I mean, how can we not? The gaming awards just happen, and like everything just fucking gets thrown at you, and you're like, "Here's this." But wait,
Did you go to college, Bunny?
Huh?
Did you go to college?
Yeah.
I bet you did really well.
Yeah.
Bet you took that shit serious.
Yeah, I was on the dean's list and all that other shit. Fucking overachiever.
Oh my god, you fucking nerd. Why the fuck are we friends?
I don't know.
They don't let me inside the buildings at college.
Is that because
at the college?
Is that because you did something bad, Portz, at college?
No, they just like they have IQ detectors outside, and I'm not allowed in.
That's fair. You know, those new IQ detectors just to deter you. Just you,
yep.
Portz. No one else.
Just me.
Just you.
Yep. How was your week, Bunny?
It was good. Really busy at work. Lots of cake. I made so much fucking cake. How was your week? How are you?
That's good. Yeah, cake is up in demand, I guess.
We had a lot of Christmas parties, so.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, work is sort of slowing down, but like gets randomly busy on days I don't expect. And when you expect it to be slow and it's not slow, it's really irritating.
Yeah, that's annoying. It's like when you're hungover and you're like, fuck, why did I sound so much or like do so much? Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Why did I do so much fuck?
Exactly.
What did you play this week?
I actually played a lot of stuff. I obviously played Minecraft. I played a lot of Messenger off stream.
You played what?
Messenger.
Oh yeah, okay.
My little side-scrolling madness. Obviously Dragon Age.
The love of your life.
Yes, the Messenger is the new love of my life. A lot of Red Dead Redemption, mostly just fishing in Red Dead Redemption. Don't know why I'm obsessed with it, but I am. I'm like, fuck dailies, fish.
What's the fish you sent me? Was that the biggest one you caught? The 18 pounds?
Yeah, the catfish that I found, it's like 18 pounds.
God, that was incredible. Yeah, that was amazing. Do they have a guy in multiplayer? Because in single player, you find this, like, one of the stranger missions is this legendary fisherman, and he'll buy your, like, crazy fish.
I don't know.
I wonder if they must have that in multiplayer.
I hope so. I'm going to have to look more into that, because I'm fucking down, because fishing has been really, like, I don't know, kind of fun for me.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
It's very relaxing. It's very chill. Just listen.
That's easy. Like, it's not, I've never lost a fish.
Yeah, neither have I really. I did like maybe the first couple when I was figuring it the hell out, but
yeah, sure. It's not like the dueling system. God, the dueling system in that game is so bad.
I haven't.
I don't think you've gotten to a duel yet. Yeah, it's so bad. It's terrible.
Oh no, now I'm scared.
The first game was kind of bad too, though. It's like the one thing they can't figure it out. Like everything else in that game is fucking flawless, and then it's like dueling is just ass.
I don't remember the first one's dueling, but then again, that was like 10 years.
They only did it like 4 times throughout the campaign. It was not much.
I think I just shot first and said fuck it.
Yeah.
Unsoloed that shit, motherfucker. I also played Dragon Age, of course.
God.
Me and Alistair, we're going steady.
I'm not seeing enough details about this, by the way. I would like to.
What?
It pisses me off that you're not streaming it because I'm so excited that you're fucking playing that game. Every time you mention it, I'm like, eee.
stream it to Discord, and then that way, like, if anybody wants to watch me play it, then you guys can hear me.
That way you're not ruining your stream content.
I mean, it's not that I'm worried about ruining my stream content. It's just like, I don't know. That game's hard for me to, like... I'm not good at voices like you are when you do your streams and you do your voices and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just sometimes want to click.
Oh, right. Without reading it out loud. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
I also picked up Kind Words, which is like this almost therapeutic game.
I just want to note that Bunny's note to me about this game was you would fucking hate this game and everything that it stands for.
Because I know you would.
What that it stands? What does it stand for?
So
I'm not against any causes.
It's a game where you go and you basically either you read other people's notes that they post, and it's usually like what they're going through mentally, or like if they're struggling with something. And then if you want, you can reply to that person being like, hey man, I've been there, or give that person advice. And then like just move about your day. You could also post your own stuff on there too, saying, hey, I'm struggling with this.
So this is like, oh wow. This is like empathy simulator, and I don't have any of that. Yeah, that makes sense. So I would hate it. You're right.
But then again, you hate everything.
It might teach me something though about human interaction.
Maybe I should gift it for you for Christmas. Be like, here, fucking learn to be a human.
The robots in this game are going to teach you how to be a person.
They're not robots. It's all real people. That's the thing.
It's real people?
It's all real people posting.
That's
real
terrifying.
Problems. Yeah, so
I'm good. Nope. Nope and out of that.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I spent 2 hours on it the other day just reading through stuff, and like some of the stuff that people were posting on there was like, you know, real struggles and everything, and then some of the stuff that people were responding with it, and like the little notes that would fly through your room, they were incredibly positive, and it was just like this amazing, like, positive experience that I've ever felt in a video game. It was literally...
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm anti-positivity.
I know you are.
I think it's the usefulness is way overvalued.
Yeah, but like, as somebody who struggles with like mental problems and like depression, just hearing somebody else's struggles and being able to relate to somebody when you're like feeling the least amount of human just kind of brings you back, and it helps you.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
And like basically,
I'm not going to try to take it away from you.
No, that's fair.
But you are right. This is not for me.
You would fucking hate it. But I played a little bit of that, and then I played a little bit of Disco Elysium. I literally just started that. It's all because of the Gaming Awards, which we're going to dive into real hard here in a minute.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone came away from the Game Awards. We'll talk about the Game Awards later, but I wonder if anyone came away not thinking like, I should fucking play Disco Elysium.
I don't know. And like, I didn't realize when it came out around the same time as Outer Worlds. So September-ish or whatever. October. Yeah. So I was like so focused probably on Outer Worlds that this game just like blew past me, and I didn't even see it. So.
Yeah.
But.
Did you play anything else?
Not really.
Or actually, do you have deeper thoughts about it, Disco, or no?
It's too
short
early.
into it.
It's too early.
Okay.
It reminds me a lot of Cyberpunk.
There's like a lot of reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like mostly not voice acted.
Some of it's voice acted, and it's acted really well.
Nice.
And like I love the art style. It's kind of like weird, grimy, like almost comic booky. Like 70s comic book. No, not 70s. Maybe like 80s to 90s.
Okay.
But like it's like this grummy kind of look, and it looks so cool. And I'm liking it a lot, but I'm not in it far enough to like really make a good call of it yet. But other than that, no, I didn't play too much. I mean, being sick, you're fucking sitting in your chair playing video games even more. So.
Oh fuck! I missed the sale on it. I was gonna buy it. God damn it! Mother of F.
F minus.
I do that every
I
time.
do that every time.
Every time. I'm like 10 games away, by the way, from 500.
Oh my god, you're almost there. Congratulations.
I know.
Almost a real fucking
Almost there.
gamer.
I'm almost there.
Speaking of games, what did you play?
Yeah. I played Age of Empires 2.
Shock.
And I played Diablo 3. And I do have a real thing to say about Diablo 3.
What?
On the console, all right? I'm a PC gamer, right? So take this as an elitist PC gamer. The console version actually is really cool. For one simple reason.
Uh-huh.
Managing your gear is super fucking easy.
Like how
Especially
so?
when you're just... So when you are fighting, like in the middle of fighting shit, and you're just picking shit up, all you have to do, like it shows like a list of things you just picked up, like one at a time. And you just press up on the D-pad to navigate that.
Oh.
And what it does is it shows you the stat changes were you to equip it. And then it'll let you equip it just by hitting a button. Or you can dismiss it.
Gotcha.
So in the middle of battle, like you're still fighting demons. You're just like super quickly slotting gear in and shit that's like obviously better. Like some stuff you're probably going to have to, especially if you're a higher level, you're going to have to make a lot more granular decisions.
Yeah.
But when you're leveling 270, for example, you don't ever have to look in your inventory ever. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that is kind of nice. I will.
Just speeds up play basically.
I mean, you can also do what we fucking do is power chug each other fucking through the thing and then...
Yeah, I didn't know anyone playing on Switch, so we had to level ourselves.
Oh, no. That's a fair point.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was playing on PC, I would have like a billion people go, yeah, oh, I'll level you. People love power leveling people. There's like a weird power fantasy about it. It's like, I'm going to help you. It's like a Good Samaritan thing.
Kind of.
And it is useful.
I think what it comes down to is like there's a race. So each level you get that little ding and that's that thing that shows up says what level you are. There's a race to get to level 70 before that finishes. Before you go through all your little dings.
What?
You can hit 70 in like a matter of minutes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So while the game is telling you you're leveling to 65 or whatever, you hit 70 in the meantime.
Yeah. Before that.
Okay.
So you go from like 1 to 70.
I don't think I've been power leveled that hard. I don't think so. But it's been a long time. Yeah. It's probably been a good 5 years.
Oh, damn. Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
I took a long break from Diablo.
Yeah, like, I was, like, chugging really hard at it this season, and then as soon as we talked about it on the podcast, I'm like, and I'm done. It's gone. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We just hit 70.
Goddamn.
Yep. Going through the campaign normally is really slow. It's so slow.
Just to do adventure mode and then like do risks.
Well, we should have, but it was her first time going through the story, so it was like we might as well do the whole experience and then we'll do adventure.
How cute.
Of course, we skipped all the dialogue and shit anyway, so we could have probably just done adventure mode.
You're like, this is fucking boring. This is what happens. Oh, by the way, that bitch turns into Diablo.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. What's a Diablo?
God damn it.
The other game I played just briefly this afternoon was a game called Bombshell. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm. What's it about?
It is. Ooh, that's a loaded question. It's about a lady named Shelley.
Shelley.
Who's her pals in the military call her Bombshell.
Obviously.
And she's also attractive.
Obviously. Is this an 80s fucking movie?
So it's made by 3D Realms, who are the Duke Nukem people.
Yeah.
And it's top-down, like, twin-stick shooter, basically.
Okay.
But most of those don't really have a story, especially with cutscenes and shit, but this game does.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually, it's so campy and stupid, it's great.
Does it remind you of that, shit, what was that game that you streamed that reminded me?
Ion Fury?
Yes, Ion Fury.
So there is a connection, sort of. Well, the connection is 3D Realms, I think. Yeah, 3D Realms made both of them. obviously they're different style of games.
Mm-hmm.
The humor is somewhat similar because it's just people have, the senses of humor don't change that much.
Yeah.
But so there was a weird connection that I was not expecting, where her gun is called Ion Maiden.
Oh shit, girl!
And that was the original name of Ion Fury.
Yeah, and they had to change it because
until they got sued into oblivion.
Fucking Iron Maiden, dude.
I know, that's so goddamn stupid. But it's funny because they've made the joke. I think this game came out in like 2009 or something like that. So 10 years before they fucking released the other game.
Yeah.
And then they try to call that game that. So it's like a weird nod to that game in a way. It's really interesting.
I like it when they do shit like that, though.
Yeah. The grenades are called bowling bombs.
Bowling bombs?
Yeah. And the way you control them is where you're aiming, it will go. So you can, it's kind of like you have control over the grenade after it leaves. So you can like roll it around and hit enemies like the way you want to. It's actually really cool.
Like Samus's ball.
Yeah. I've played Metro.
Wait, you have
Or
not
Prime
played Metro
or
Prime?
Metroid, Metroid 2033.
Oh
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, Metroid Last Light. I did play that.
Metroid Life. God damn it, get out. Get
Is your cat bugging you?
Huh? No.
Is your cat bugging
No,
you?
I'm just telling you to get out.
Oh, shit. Fuck. All right.
As you fucking
All right.
kill me. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm
Are you dying?
Yeah. Portz is killing me.
Jesus Christ. Well, can we have like a span of at least 4 weeks where one of us isn't sick?
Please. I would love that so much. I was like, I'm fine. And then I want to go visit my friend and her fucking baby. And I can't go fucking visit her because I'm dying.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say you have a friend that has a baby?
Yeah.
How do you maintain a friendship after someone has a baby?
God damn it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the ultimate question. That is
I can't tell when you stop laughing at my joke and when you start laughing at yourself coughing because you can't get your laugh out.
Oh, this is literally the worst. I can't laugh right now because I'll choke and I'll cough because I can't breathe through my fucking nose, and so on and so forth.
I'll be very serious the rest of this podcast. It's gonna be like
No.
NPR up in here.
No NPR. Fuck that. I don't want NPR. God damn it. Get out. Sorry. Anyway. You can cut this whole shit out if you want, or you can leave it in and everybody can hear my struggle.
Yep, leaving it in because it's way too long. This is my time's valuable. All right, I can't just go invent new content for this piece.
Fuck. All right. I'm sorry, guys.
Sound good? They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
That's true.
All right. Jeff!
They probably been.
Let's talk about Jeff.
Yes, we may talk about Jeffrey Keighley.
Oh, God, Jeff.
No relation to Keirley Knightley. Oh, God, that didn't come out right.
That was bad. That was like a dad joke.
Yep, but it didn't even sound like one. It was just, let's move on. I made a mistake. Let's move on.
Cut it out.
Yeah, that I will cut out.
God damn it. Okay, so the Gaming Awards happened on Thursday when our podcast was released. You and CK did commentary on stream.
Yep.
That was amazing. You guys were really fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
And whatnot. How did the whole experience make you feel at the end?
Well, I've watched it every year.
Yep.
So I know what to expect. But a whole year without it really kind of makes you forget about it.
Yep.
And I'm ready, but I'm not ready. I'm ready because it's not the same thing every year.
No.
Like, not every year does somebody get called out and they stand up and everyone claps and they take a fucking selfie in the middle of it. That doesn't happen every year, but that happened this year. I don't want to trash talk them because I really like them.
Who?
Listen. All right, let me just say I love Stack Up, the charity. You guys are great. I've met the dude who runs it.
Yeah.
You're great. I love you, Steve. That was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And the funniest part was Jeff actually commented on it.
Wait, what did Jeff say? I don't remember this.
Yeah, okay, so I'll set the stage.
Okay.
He goes something like they raised money, or I don't remember what the call out was, but they point to the charity, right?
Yeah.
Giving them a shout out, basically. And they get up to like clap and shit like that, to like stand up so everyone knows who they are and shit, and everyone's clapping at them. They step out into the aisle a little bit, like them and their whole team, and they're like fucking taking a selfie while the camera's on them and everything. And it cuts back to Jeff, and he just goes, "Oh, wow, a selfie. Okay."
Were they taking the selfie when they got the shout out, or did they get the shout out and then take the selfie?
No, it was during.
Oh shit.
Yes, like instantly. Cameras on them, they're taking a selfie.
I didn't realize it was happening. Oh no.
No, they did. Of course they did. But they wanted to capture that moment.
Oh my god.
Which I understand the inclination to do that, but it still came across terrible.
It's this weird this weird thing that's been happening. It's like something's happening to you, and instead of like calling the police or like figuring out the situation or helping the situation, we instantly just pull out our fucking phones and just start taking pictures or videos.
I would have liked it a lot better if he called the police.
But
that would have been hilarious.
Saying? Like you're getting harassed.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's very weird.
That's definitely true. Definitely true. The thing is, like, it's already on video. Like, your picture's not going to be better than that.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just point people to the VOD. Clip it later. Like, you don't need a fucking selfie.
It's on Twitch, or the 50 different platforms.
Fuck the 50 different platforms. Fuck. That's how I should open the show. We're on 50 different platforms. Anyway.
Guys, we are on 50 different platforms. Yo.
No, I can't even manage the one.
Yeah, you need to put us back on YouTube, motherfucker.
I know. Yep. I know. I had that Monday off, and I spent it with a lady instead.
Diablo. It's fine.
Yep.
Diablos.
What the fuck?
But I always forget how awkward the people are. Besides, like, Jeff and like everybody else. Like, I love Steph Curry. I love watching him play as a basketball player. He is like my boy.
Oh, you're talking about Drake's little cousin.
Yeah, the one that you called Drake's little cousin, the one that you said doesn't look like an NBA player at all, but he's one of the best.
He doesn't. Yeah, but he doesn't look like it. He was so nervous and weird.
He was so nervous and so out of place, and like announcing like the
he knew he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
You could see it on his face. It's like, oh my god, why did I do this?
Like, oh fuck, look at these nerds.
Well, I'll do anything for money. I did say that, so I have to keep my word.
But also Vin Diesel and his interaction with Michelle
Rodriguez, I think. Yeah.
Were they high?
They looked really high.
He looked so baked, and like he just like.
It's funny because CK wouldn't shut the fuck up about the fact that Vin Diesel is a gamer, and this makes sense that he's up there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who gives a fuck? It doesn't. We don't know him from games. Like, even that fact doesn't, like, when Jack Black did it a couple years ago, I'm like, I don't fucking want to see Jack Black on the stage. I don't fucking associate with him with video games at all. And he makes a little more sense because gamers are into that sort of weird humor that he does.
Uh-huh.
Like, almost every gamer I know is like, yeah, Jack Black fan.
Well,
not Vin Diesel. That's not the case.
Vin Diesel, and hear me out, okay? So, the Chronicle Riddick video games, he did all the voicing for.
Riddick.
Obviously he's Groot.
Which has nothing to do with video games.
Okay,
yeah.
like the Guardians of the
Did
Galaxy.
he do Groot in the Telltale series? Did he?
I think so.
Huh? No, he didn't.
He did a lot of the voiceovers and stuff for him in video games. He's got this silly fucking.
I know, fucking. Fuck! What's that game called?
What?
Fuck! He was in some I think it was a non-Fast and Furious video game, but I can't remember what it was called.
But he also raids, and he plays World of Warcraft religiously, and him and Ronda Rousey used to
I don't consider people that play World of Warcraft gamers either.
Wow, rude.
I'm kidding.
I'm going through puberty.
I have no problem with, like, whatever. They're gonna get celebrities. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking shit on you a little bit more, but also.
But he was still
Lord of the Rings.
weird as fuck.
You
What happened? What about Lord of the Rings?
He tried
What about it?
for the role of Aragorn.
What?
He tried for Aragorn, the fucking king.
Okay. Who cares?
He tried for that role.
The fucking king. God, you don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. Holy shit.
About Lord of the Rings, but fuck.
You said Aragorn at first.
I said Aragorn, didn't I? Fuck.
No, the first time. That's why I was like, what?
Aragorn's the fucking spider in Harry Potter. But like Aragorn, he did like a tryout, and he's like shirtless on a bearskin rug reading from Lord of the Rings, and that was his like demo to Peter Jackson or whatever.
Wow.
He's a super nerd.
That doesn't shit on me in any way.
But you don't like him. It's just weird.
I don't like him? I love the Fast and Furious movies. I fucking love them.
Okay.
I have no problem with Vin Diesel.
So why did you have a problem with him being there?
It was weird. His performance was weird.
He was super high.
Don't be high then.
Don't be high. Like him and Probably Michelle, they're like, let's go get baked really fast.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, which I don't blame them. I would probably do the same thing.
What else happened?
It was really weird though.
Oh, the whole meme of Chad, Reggie, and Virgin Ninja. Have you seen that?
That was hilarious.
Oh
was Ninja's reply to that legit?
I don't know if that was legit or not, but that's been like
I saw that like memed around, but I couldn't tell if that was legit. But if it is like him going, "Why? Sorry, I don't like walk like a Chad." If that's a real response, I fucking love it.
I'll have to double check.
I've always thought that he has no skin. You know,
Yeah.
He's got the thinnest skin of anybody.
He gets like super mad when he's streaming, even though he says he's like a family-friendly streamer. It like never makes any fucking sense to me.
How does he have that public image?
I don't know, dude. It's really weird that he like constantly tries to present himself as this family-friendly streamer when he clearly cannot keep his shit together.
Right.
Like, don't pretend to be somebody that you're not. What else was really fucking cringy? Also, how did his wife is hot. Like, she fucking dressed to kill that night. She fucking dressed to slay. And then she lets him go out in that fucking ridiculous suit?
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Oh, God, that suit was so bad.
Yeah. Everyone's freaking out. How did she let him walk out of the house? You noticed she was a stone cold fucking killer. Mm-hmm. You gotta let your husband walk out like that if you want to stand out. If he was dressed to the nines, everyone would be talking about, oh, he looked great that night. Like, no one would be talking about you.
I mean...
Now we noticed how fucking dressed to the nines she was.
Yeah, she was dressed to kill. She looked gorgeous. It was ridiculous. And then you'd see them standing together. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's instantly become like a crazy celebrity. Like he's just like Matthew McConaughey Instagram videos, just ridiculous.
He's like the Carrot Top of streamers. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I don't think I can.
He's got like the fucking crazy hair. He's got to dye that hair forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. That's true.
Yep.
It's part of his brand. That's weird.
Brand now.
Somebody on the plane back from TwitchCon was like, "Oh, I've heard of streaming. I think my son was watching this blue-haired kid." And I was like, "Ninja." She's like, "Oh my god, you know who it is?" I'm like, "It's the only one you would know."
I will say, Ninja being popular put streaming more on the map, and like everybody talks about it now, so it's like a good thing.
Yeah, and it has to be somebody we don't like. Like, there's no one that would make it to that level that everyone would still love. I don't think it's possible.
That's fair. It's just like Kojima slowly rising up as this amazing developer, and now how angry everybody is at him.
Yeah. Are people angry at Kojima?
I mean, I know a lot of people aren't enjoying Death Strand, and then he's like fucking being a dick on the internet. He's like, Westerners don't understand what I was trying to convey. And it's like, I don't think...
Who? He said lefters?
Us.
Westerners.
Yes.
Oh.
Us in the West.
Interesting.
Us Westerners.
Huh.
Just don't
Yeah.
understand.
All right. I mean, that's fine. The him. God damn it! I can never remember this fucking girl's name. The Japanese girl everyone's in love with.
The one that I wrote down here that is my new developer crush.
Ikumi. Yeah.
Nakamura.
Yep. Ikumi. Yep.
I have a huge crush on her now.
Yep. Oh yeah. Did you not see last year's?
No, I didn't watch too much of last year's. I forgot what it was doing.
Oh, that was her debut, I think, or was it E3? I can't remember. Maybe it was E3. But she came out showing that game, and God, it was definitely E3 because Keanu was there. It was her and Keanu that were like the big thing. Yep.
Yeah, she's pretty adorable.
She's great.
Yeah, so
she's adorable, and she wields it. She knows what she has.
Yeah, so I've been like stalking her on Twitter now. Even though I know she's not a developer, she's an art director. I
tweeted at her.
Tweeted at her? What did you tweet at her?
She didn't respond. After I saw her at E3, I was like, I had just finished playing Bayonetta like a couple days later, and I was like, hey, I didn't know who you were till E3, but I noticed you're naming these credits, and this game is great, and thanks, looking forward to the next one. She didn't say anything.
Oh, heartbroken.
That's a fucking... This is why I'm never genuine. People don't like it.
I bet you they still see it, but they just don't know how to respond or like...
Just like it. Just like my post. That's all I need.
I mean, I always tell content creators.
No, but her social media was blowing the fuck up after E3. Her. So like, I didn't expect her to see it. I'm joking about being butthurt.
Oh yeah.
I got it over, or I got over it like 3 or 4 months later.
That whole Mirage skit was really dumb.
I think that may have out cringed anything I've ever seen.
Yes.
It might be like it was so like, remember when The Office first came out and you see like clips of it or you watch it and you're just like,
oh yeah,
I think I might have to look away from some of this. Like I physically can't bear what's happening, like how awkward it is.
Like Michael.
Obviously I got over it.
Oh, Michael.
Because I've seen it like 10 times through now. But the first time you see it, you're like, what? Like nothing does that to you. Like it was a new thing for TV.
Yeah, no, like, and especially the first season, how cringy Michael Scott is. Like he's not even funny.
Yeah.
He's so
it's just cringy. Yeah.
And it's just like
the first season is rough.
I always tell everybody to skip it. You could pick it up with the second season easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much like the basic gist of that. But we're gonna go into like all the nitty gritty because this episode's gonna be long. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. It's the Game Awards.
It has to.
We're doing it. We're doing it live.
Do it live, motherfucker.
In case anybody forgot, the Xbox Series X was announced. Because I honestly did.
Wait,
it felt like nothing to me. I forgot. I just forgot about it. No, I saw it. I definitely saw it.
Because like there was the announcement of Hellblade 2 and you were gone. You went pee. And then
no, I was there for Hellblade 2.
Were you?
Yes.
I don't remember. Okay, anyway. So the more X's you add to your Xbox X series, the edgier you are. But
my buddy Beta Shafts cleverly said that they should have called it Xbox 2. Start it over right now.
It too. Like seriously.
That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny.
Like, the first one was the Xbox. Then we got the 360. Then we got the One. And now we have the Xbox X series?
Yep.
Or Series X?
Yep. Series X. That's dumb.
Well, okay.
What do they think is going to happen? Do they think people are just going to start calling it X?
I don't know.
Because that means something else in a lot of different circles.
Hey, X. I don't know. So the thing is, they're going to release potentially 2 consoles at the same time. And they're going to have different hardware.
That's so stupid.
And there's a new controller for it. It's built to be stand up horizontally like that. It's looking more and more like a tiny computer. You're basically buying a computer from Microsoft at this point. It's no longer consoles.
Huh. Wait, new controller?
Yeah, there's like a smaller wireless controller now.
But the controller looks like a computer.
No, not the controller. The fucking machine itself. It's like a giant, like, cube.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
It looks literally like a mini tower. And so from what I've been reading, there's going to be one at a lower price that's less powerful. You won't be able to probably do over 60 FPS and whatnot. Wait, what is the Xbox One capped at? 60?
It depends on the game, but yeah, it has the capability of 60.
Okay, so that's...
Not every game has that, though.
That's my guess, is it's going to be like the Xbox One hardware, maybe similar to that, but...
So the weird thing about this is console iterations are like a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Like, you release the 3DS, and then you release the XL to get more money. Like, it's like getting more money out of the same people who bought it. Like, not everyone's going to buy both, but there will be some overlap that I'm sure makes a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So with this, there's no reason to do that anymore.
No. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be releasing them at the same time. Just different price tiers. You're basically buying pre-made.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, I think it's a right direction, but honestly, like, console gaming is just kind of like, I remember 10 years ago, this guy was trying to tell me to my face, and he was like yelling at me. He's like, PC gaming is dying. Console game will always be fine. And like, I just laughed at him. I was really drunk, but I laughed at him. And I was like, okay, bud. But the more we look at it, it's just like these things are turning more and more into like pre-built computers.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with the shape of it. Like, I still have consoles, and I'll probably get this. Well, I probably won't get this. I might get the new PlayStation, but I probably won't get the new Xbox because all the Xbox games are just coming to PC anyway.
Like, especially with the Xbox Pass now. It's like, why have an Xbox anymore?
Right.
Who knows? Maybe they'll just do their own, like, Steam system.
My Xbox is a Netflix machine, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I feel like nobody gives a fuck about console announcements right now because the PlayStation 5 was announced on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then this is not the thing people are talking about out of this thing. Like,
no.
I saw one tweet about the Xbox. Everything else was about Disco Elysium, how cringy it was, and like the celebrities that were involved, like J.J. Abrams doing the video, and like Steph Curry being there and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And like, even though I was reading about this Xbox series, people are still talking about, well, the PlayStation 5 hasn't actually revealed what the console's gonna look like. It's like, no, they've actually revealed it several times. It's just nobody believes that this is what it's actually going to look like.
If it is, I want it so bad because it's so fucking ugly. It's so ugly.
It's so fugly. It looks like an old projector from 2002.
Yeah, I got the PlayStation Epson.
Just put a giant light bulb on it.
Yeah, careful when you replace them. I've replaced those. They're hot as fuck.
And they're like $500 for the bulb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't drop them or you lose your job.
Did that happen?
No.
Oh, damn.
I still work there.
Fair enough.
Holy fuck. Trailers. There were a lot of trailers.
There's a lot of trailers. These are some of the ones that I pulled up. I thought were the most interesting. Like Hellblade 2, dude, that lady at the fucking end, she's just screaming, and I'm just like, I have the weirdest boner, and I'm really excited and scared, and I wanna cry, but I'm also really excited.
Have you played Hellblade 1?
No, I haven't.
You should.
I'm going to. Like, it's on my list.
Yeah, I haven't played it either.
Oh.
But I would like to.
Is it multiplayer? Do you know?
No.
I don't think so.
No, it's a very cinematic story thing.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. Sons of the Forest looked really, really good. I liked the first game. I played the first game when that was like in alpha and like beta or whatever the fuck, early access is now what it's fucking officially called.
And it's called The Forest, right? The first one?
Yeah, it's called The Forest. It's like a survival game. It's now multiplayer.
Yeah, I always thought it was kind of rustish, is it not?
I mean, it can be rustish. I think you could kill each other, but it's more of a team thing, and you're fighting against these fucking cannibals, and you're trying to find your son and shit.
Oh, it's more cooperative story based?
It's more cooperative story based.
Interesting.
There's actually a story in it. When I first got the game, there wasn't a story. So.
Okay. That's probably where my initial, impression of it came from, was the early bits of it where it didn't have any story.
Yeah, for sure. There's a game called fucking Maneater, which you get to be a fucking shark, and you get to run around and just murder everybody and eat people. It's Jaws. You're just fucking a shark, and I want to be a shark streamer.
Do you have... I feel like every now and then something comes along that's like this, and everyone's like, oh my god, you get to be a shark, or oh my god, you get to be a goose. Like, who gives a shit? I don't care. Like, I have no desire to be a fucking animal. I just don't give a shit.
I think it's just kind of funny. It's just fucking hilarious. There's a new cat VR that's on Steam right now where you're a cat.
Oh, God.
There's also a cat MMO coming out where you get to be a fucking cat and solve mysteries and shit.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
I know, you don't like animals, so you're fucking weird.
Yep.
Final Fantasy showed another trailer. With more artwork changes, graphics changes. Like, how many fucking times has this game been delayed?
A lot. Yeah. I think they're just trying to compete with Half-Life at this point.
Well, I remember I pre-ordered it for Josh because there was the ability to pre-order it, and that was 5 fucking years ago.
That's a very long time.
Yep.
I think I pre-ordered Guild Wars 2 3 years before it was available.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I forgot what other game I did that with. I think it was Natural Selection 2.
Oh, God. Sorry.
I like Natural Selection, and I still play it every once in a blue moon.
The second one? I thought everyone hated the second one.
I don't remember what everybody initially thought, because I didn't play it back then when it was officially released, because I was in culinary school. So I was, like, too fucking busy. But yeah, watching the trailer for Final Fantasy VII, like, Cloud is so fucking edgy, and I forgot how fucking edgy he is.
Did you play 7?
Yeah, of course I did. And, like, I've just forgot because it's been so long since I played it on the PlayStation.
I've never played it.
Never played it? Really?
You're gonna think I played... I think I played like 20 minutes of it when I was in high school or something, like visiting some friend's house or something, but it wasn't enough to like absorb what was happening. I thought it was amazing at the time, but just like the graphics and shit like that. But
the Popeye arms.
Maybe I was middle school. It must have been middle school. But so I'm very much looking forward to this being my first experience with it. But you saying that I'm going to hate it is interesting. Why am I going to hate it?
You're going to hate the dialogue.
Oh, probably.
I absolutely hate the fucking dialogue. The combat's not the same from the original PlayStation. They went with the Final Fantasy 15 combat. I think they finally said
where it's like half live, half pausey.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. From what I was seeing, it looked still like a thing. It's like, you do a strong attack, you do this attack, you do this attack. So it's just like, okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Riot had their 2 games trailered, Ruined King and Convergence. When we saw the King one, you were screaming, let it die, because we all thought it was fucking Sea of Thieves, because it looked like Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
and you were literally screaming, just let it die! And then it gets to the end and it's like Ruined King by Riot, and you're like, oh yeah,
a League of Legends experience. Isn't that what they're calling these games?
It's like experiences or legend or
League of Legends game or some stupid nonsense like that.
League of Legends story line or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway. It's so weird pushing that because it's like it's an entirely different game. Like, it's weird.
I think they're just trying to tell
really
the
weird
backstory of the characters, and this is their way of kind of doing it. and they get to make money.
I would be so uninterested if Dota did this. Like, I would be like, no, please don't do that. I don't want that to happen.
I mean, look at how TF2 did it. TF2 did it great with the videos, like the little 10-minute videos, 5-minute videos.
Well, yeah, but you can't monetize those as well. So
I mean,
you gotta milk your property for as much as you can get.
They made it free and put in hats, so they went in the reverse form. And then the other one looks like a 2D side scroller. It's very animated, and it's pretty colorful. I thought it looked really pretty. And then I saw it was a Riot game, and it was a League of Legends story. I'm like, I'm not going to know what the fuck is going on, so I'm less interested.
Yeah. And even if I learned what was going on, I wouldn't care.
Exactly. Player Unknown announced Prologue.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, right? So...
I thought that...
Okay, let me explain the story.
It's weird to have another...
Let me explain the story behind Player Unknown, also known as Brennan Green. He, this is what he does, okay? So he'll start something, and he'll be like, no, they're not taking it in a direction I like, I quit. And then he'll go start something else. So
why doesn't he just retain the rights?
He fucking sells out because he needs money to keep making the game, and then it doesn't go the way he wants, and then he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna start over. So he went from
Jesus
DayZ,
Christ.
which is why DayZ's never gonna be finished, to H1Z1. When that started going the way he didn't want it to go, he started his own and did PUBG. That's why we got PlayerUnknown Battleground, until it got picked up by Bluehole, and then it got picked up by Tencent. And
well, Bluehole was his company, right?
No.
Oh.
It got picked up by Bluehole maybe like a year or a year and a half after it was out. It was just so he could keep making content. It got bought out.
Huh.
So
okay.
He left them about a year and a half ago, maybe not 2 years ago, but like a year and a half ago, he left PUBG, and he's like, I'm like, that's it. He's making another one. He's leaving. He's going to go make another game. Watch. We'll see something in about 3 years. Sure enough, this fucking trailer comes out. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. Because literally every time he's left, like, DayZ was great on its own. And then we got H1Z1, which was even better. And then we got PUBG, which was great. And, like, did the battle royale scene just wonderfully and like blew it up, right?
Okay.
And now he's doing something else. So these are...
Why does it sound like you admire this quitter?
I just admire somebody that doesn't give up. It's like starting an art project, not liking that art project, but not also being able to be afraid. It's like, this is a failure. I'm going to start over, and isn't afraid to keep starting over.
Yeah. All right. I guess.
I mean, that's what I saw.
You could spin it that way. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. I buy into that. Why not?
Right? I mean, he's not afraid to like be like, this isn't the art that I've wanted. Let me scrap this and move on and start over.
Do you think he has enough money to not quit this time, to not sell out this time?
I fucking hope so.
Because that would be the ideal for me. It bothers me that he just like abandons shit. Because like, I get if it's not going well, but PUBG actually was going well. And then obviously, I guess he had to sell out to make money. And then he didn't like the way they were doing it, so he quit. If we could just stop that cycle and have him actually focus on something that's good, that would be interesting to me.
So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what kind of direction. Maybe it's not even Battle Royale. Maybe it's something entirely different from watching that little trailer.
What if he made a Stranding game? New genre.
Actually, I was thinking
invented by Kojima
game?
this year. Stranding Tarkov?
Yeah, it reminded me of Tarkov watching that trailer. I'm like, oh, I'm getting Tarkov.
Oh.
So, we'll see.
He was going Tarkov.
Tarkov. Sorry, I can't enunciate. I'm fucking nasally.
It's my favorite Star Wars character, General Tarkov.
Another one we saw was The Wolf Among Us 2. I never played the first one. How was the first one?
I didn't play it either. You have a note in here that says that you and CK were pumped for it.
You were super.
I didn't say shit about it. I was just like, what? Oh, I was excited. No, I wasn't even excited. This just tells me you don't pay attention to my stream.
Wow.
That's what's coming out on this podcast right now. Because my thoughts were Telltale isn't the same company it used to be. It got shut down and everyone that made the games you remember and love quit. Well, not quit, they got fired. And I don't think they came back. If they did, cool. I don't know if they did though.
I don't know either.
Or maybe this script was just sitting around and written, and then the new guys were just like, hey, put that in the computer machine and pop that out.
Huh. Okay. Shit, I thought you knew more about this. Okay.
No. I do hear that Wolf Among Us 1 is amazing.
I'm going to write that down so I can
I've heard that pretty much universally. If there was a way to buy it, still I would.
Wait, there's no way to buy it?
It got yanked off Steam. I don't know if that's still the case, though.
I'll look for it. I'll find it. Then there was the Fast and the Furious movie game.
Oh, no, it's still on Steam. Interesting. Okay, it must have got put back up.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Fast and the Furious movie game.
It looks terrible. Yep.
You and my husband could bro out over that if you want.
Yeah, I'm not excited about the game.
There was that other one by Devolver, Weird West. It's that new action RPG.
Oh, that game looks amazing.
So good.
Oh, it looks really, really cool.
So good.
I didn't realize it's an ARPG.
Yeah. So
that looks. Oh,
it looks really good, and like you said this in your stream, we need more Western games. Like I would kill for more Western games. Like I'm enjoying Red Dead, and like when Red Dead Redemption, the first one came out on the PlayStation, like, and Red Dead Revolver, and then there was the other one, Call of Jericho.
Juarez.
Wait.
Call of Juarez.
Juarez. Okay, so like those games were like some of my favorite fucking games, and I love Westerns. Like I'm a.
Wait. Which Call of Juarez games have you played?
I don't.
Like the first
I think
one?
So.
Okay. The only one I've played was Gunslinger, and I liked it. I don't know if you played that one.
I don't remember. I'll have to.
It's
look.
like got a super weird cell shaded art style, but I liked it. It was just like going through this game, and the gameplay sort of reacts to this guy who's just narrating the journey. Like he's just in a tavern, or not a tavern, a fucking saloon, just telling it like old stories about famous cowboys and shit. But he's an unreliable narrator who has to like backtrack. Like someone will call him on something and be like, "Oh, that's not really how it happened.
Shit.
Here's the real way it happened." You have to play the same thing over, but it happens differently. I thought it was amazing. My podcast co-hosts at the time did not agree. They were super annoyed by it, but I loved it.
I'll have to check that one out. I'll add it to the backlog. Fuck, gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, those aren't big enough yet.
Asgard's Wrath also had a VR, or it's like a VR experience. You're a fucking Greek character or god or whatever, and it was just like very like Greek mythology.
I thought that game had already come out.
I don't fucking know, but it made me want a VR headset even more so I could fucking murder people with an axe.
Yeah.
All I just want to do is murder people with an axe. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, I mean, that seems reasonable.
And then I'm gonna just touch on this because the whole trying to explain the gaming awards to my boss, and then this fucking garbage trailer that I saw called for Dark Alliance. Like, the game looks interesting because I looked more into it after watching that fucking garbage trailer with the screamo music and the metal music and like the way that they were doing angles. Like, it was
terrible.
So trash.
It was absolute garbage. It looked like a bunch of high school edgelords fucking put that thing together.
It looked like a fucking high schooler, like my fucking emo days. I would have done this. I would have done this.
It'd be showing all your friends and be like, "This is rad as fuck."
And then be like, "Oh my god, this is so tight. I feel it."
Yeah, feel it.
But yeah, no,
Jesus.
and like it was watching that trailer was like, Jesus Christ, this is why I don't tell people I play fucking Dungeons and Dragons, because they'll think of shit like this, or they'll see shit like this, and they'll be like, God, that's bad. And it's like, fuck. You know, but
yeah,
it looks like a hack and slash game where you play a party. It's kind of like the Warhammer game, Vermintide.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that's true.
I'm fucking all over it.
It really bothers me that it's called Dark Alliance, because Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was a great game.
It's a D&D game. It's a Boulder game. It's a Baldur's Gate game.
Yeah, but this game should not be called Dark Alliance.
Dark Alliance, no.
It's confusing.
It is very confusing.
And a little bit disrespectful, I'll say.
Oh shit, girl. Okay. So let's talk about who won. We're gonna kind of touch on this because obviously it's fucking everywhere. Obviously, Game of the Year went to Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, which
Sekiro, yep.
Sorry, didn't surprise me there. I was really happy that Death Stranding didn't win. Because fuck that game. But that one ended up winning quite a few awards. Not as many as Disco fucking Elysium, which I ended up immediately buying after they won their second award. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. It's got to be good.
When CK and I were doing our plan, we were typing out a spreadsheet basically before the awards started, and we're talking about our predictions and Chap's predictions and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I paused on a lot of Disco Elysium stuff where I'm like, I'll choose it for myself because I think I want it to win.
Yeah.
But we didn't pick it as a predictor. Like we didn't think it was going to win just based on the fact that it's only been out like a couple months, and I didn't hear anyone fucking talk about that game basically.
I didn't either. Like, this is one of those ones that was like sneaky under the radar but well beloved. Like, I ended up watching a bunch of videos about it. I'm like, okay, I probably fuck with this game. People said it's better than Outer Worlds, and so like that really like, I'm like, okay, well, I like that kind of style of RPG. I'm gonna do with it. But they won Fresh Indie Game, Independent Game, Narrative, and Role-Playing Game. They were nominated for 4 awards, and they won all 4. Death Stranding was nominated technically kind of for 8, and they only won 3. They won Score, Music, and Game Direction, which, what fucking direction did that game have? But also,
well, it's difficult to explain because it's actually a new genre called stranding that it's just taking a little bit time for your Western brain to process, but it's actually an incredible journey that you go through in that game. So I get why you don't get it, but it's, don't dismiss it just because you don't get it.
I mean, if he wants to tell a story, just don't make me fucking walk everywhere and be Amazon's delivery boy. Like, I watched so
what's funny?
videos.
The bits I like about that game are actually the gameplay.
That's fucking weird.
The bits I don't like are the dialogue. I think the dialogue is atrocious in that game.
Are you a sociopath? Are you sure you're okay?
I don't think so. I'm just saying, like, the story's bad. Like, it's really fucking stupid. Like, I like the world. I think they do some interesting world building. At least they set up some mysteries that I want to know the answers to. But the minute-to-minute dialogue progressing you through that is atrocious, and I want it to burn in a fucking fire.
Okay, fair. And then also Mads Mikkelsen won for the performance in the game.
Yeah, I knew it was going to go to one of the celebrities.
Well, I mean, how long was he in that game? He wasn't in that game as much as I thought he was going to be.
I don't know. I haven't.
You haven't beat it yet?
I've seen 2 scenes with Mads Mikkelsen.
Are you going to beat it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The surprising losses for me watching these was Goose Game did not win.
Yeah, because it's a fucking joke gimmick game.
Yeah, but it was so popular.
Yeah, it's popular, but it's a joke gimmick game. Like that, it's not going to win awards, because that's when you think of giving it an award, what the fuck would you give it an award for? When you have to think specifically about what it would win for over some other legitimate games, what the fuck would it be?
I don't know. That's a fair point. Like, Disco Elysium was the one who won Fresh Indie Game, which is what Goose Game was nominated for, but like it was just so popular that it actually shocked me that it didn't win. Kingdom Hearts was nominated for 2 things. They did not win.
Why?
Fuck Kingdom
Everyone
Hearts.
hated that game.
I hate all of them, so yeah.
Oh, well, I was the right age for the first one, I think.
Yeah, because you're a baby.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Baby points.
Oh, baby points.
Baby points.
I'm going to be a guest on Mandalorian.
Move
Baby
over,
Portz.
Baby Yoda. Baby Portz is here.
Yeah. I can flick some switches.
And be annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god. I know we're not doing Mandalorian because we don't have enough time, but the moment where he unscrewed the thing and gave it to him, oh my god, my heart fucking melted.
Oh, me too. He like relaxes and he's just like,
yeah.
And then he unscrews the thing. He's like, I told you that was a bad idea. I love you. I love you, Papa Mando. My boy Papa Mando. The wins that surprised me was Luigi's Mansion over Super Smash Brothers. Because like
yeah.
It won
I mean, what was that in Family Game or some shit?
Yeah, it was like Family Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I'm like, but me and my brother, we used to bond over fucking beating the shit out of each other and then beating the shit out of each other in real life over a game.
That might be why, because it's more family friendly. Like Luigi's Mansion, like it's more cutesy, I think, than Super Smash is.
That's fair. Is Luigi Mansion 3 even multiplayer?
Well, why does that matter?
It has to do with the thing. Hang on. Family. Oh, it
no,
just
not
says
family friendly.
Game.
Family friendly is just
says
like
family game.
It doesn't mean like get together for Thanksgiving and play with your entire fucking extended family.
That's what I was thinking. That's just me.
It's just friendly for your family. Like you can play it in front of your kids, basically, is what that award is.
This will not destroy your children, except if they're afraid of ghosts. Anyway, what about you?
I only wrote one thing down because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I was very surprised, as I alluded to, Disco Elysium winning anything.
Yeah.
Let alone all 4 of the categories it was nominated for. That's fucking wild. So that's cool. I mean, there were a lot of categories I didn't really care about, like sports and VR, esports, fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's mostly. Oh, okay. Here's something that pissed me off. Not necessarily surprised because I was ready for. Actually, I was surprised that Death Stranding didn't win more stuff because him and like Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima have this like crazy bromance that transcends all reason, but is still entertaining to watch. So I thought they were going to take a lot more, but the score and music category, Death Stranding won that.
And game direction.
Score and music. First of all, the game direction I can kind of see because that's the one thing that they think they have, and that's probably all the diehard Kojima fans would probably stand behind, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, all the diehard man Kojima fans. And the music in that game is, first of all, it's other people's, it's like licensed music.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's used in the stupidest fucking places. The stupidest fucking places. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense. I brought this up on my stream. CK and I argued about it. She thought it was too on the nose. I thought it was too random out of nowhere. But either one that it was dumb as shit. It was like trying to force you to feel shit that you didn't feel in that moment. It was dumb.
I'm going to have to play it. I think I'm going to somehow have to get my little hands on it and play it. I'll probably hate it. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. Just in general, but like the people voted on this. We voted for this.
I forgot to vote.
How the fuck did you forget to vote? It was all over Steam. You voted on Steam. Portz, do you not play video games?
Well, Not really. I mean, have you listened to this podcast? All I play is AoE 2 and fucking Red Dead, and both of those they're not eligible. So.
Aw, Pepe hands.
And Dota 2 didn't win anything, so fuck the Game Awards.
Okay. But yeah, that was like kind of the Game Awards. There was a lot of shit to cover. It was full of cringe. I love to like see this portrayal that this is what they think gamers are like, and this is what gamers, and I'm putting quotations around gamers want.
I would love to exist in a world where that doesn't, where that's not even a consideration.
Yeah.
Where no one's labeled that way. Because have you ever thought about someone as a movie watcher?
I'm a movie watcher.
No. Yeah, but no one, there's no category of people that is that, right? Like, it's stupid. And video games have long since transcended this. Moms are gamers. Like, everyone's a fucking gamer.
Everybody's a fucking gamer.
Not everyone. But every demographic can be and is. Like, there's a small portion, not even small. There's a large portion of each demographic that's a fucking gamer. Whatever it is. I don't care if you only play Madden every year. Like, you're a gamer.
Yeah, you play games.
Let's just
call it that.
Let's just drop. Games. Yeah, exactly. Let's drop the title because it doesn't describe anyone.
I usually, when somebody asks what I do, it's like, oh yeah, well, I play video games for fun. Oh, you're a gamer. Yeah, I guess. Or like when...
And the only frame of reference they have for that is whatever media has pushed to them.
Oh, do you play Fortnite? And does this stupid dance.
Jesus.
Fuck. But like, no, or like when people come into my chat and they're like, oh my god, a girl gamer. It's like, oh my god, it's a little 15-year-old about to try to hit on me. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't like the title either. It's just like stupid. It's like everybody fucking plays video games, and like when we say it, it's usually tongue in cheek. So,
yeah.
Oh, did you want to talk? We could talk about Mando for like 5 seconds.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Why the fuck was Bill Burr in it? He had no purpose.
He did
in that.
such a good job.
No fucking purpose.
He did such a good job.
No, he didn't.
It was amazing.
He was.
Yes, he absolutely
fucking
did.
Useless. They could have put anybody else there.
Useless.
They could have put anybody else there.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Because.
Okay, our 5 seconds is
all right. Oh shit. Well, you fucking hoodwinked me there, didn't you?
No, what do you think?
Good one.
Think?
No,
it's
over.
Fucking do it. Just fucking come on.
Okay, I'm a giant Bill Burr fan, so this is biased as fuck. I was ready though.
Yep.
I was very ready to sign this episode off. Like, oof, it's too weird having somebody I know that well from comedy and not stuff like this. You know, like it's like one thing if Nathan Fillion shows up because you're like, he does this shit and it's great. Bill Burr, it's like, could have went cringy real quick. I didn't think it did at all.
I just didn't think he had like. They didn't use him. He was an asshole, but he wasn't that much of an asshole.
I mean, he wasn't that much of an asshole in terms of what he did, but the things he said were kind of fucking amazing and unprecedented in Star Wars. Like the fact that he made fun of Gungans and did that accent was fucking amazing. Yeah, that was good. I can't believe they put that in there.
I mean, I think Disney's trying to figure out what they want to do with Mandalorian. And this is when they need to fucking figure it out. It's like, is this still going to be family friendly? Or if they're actually going to take this to where it should go and be a little bit darker and maybe a little bit more PG-13 and like, cause like this, like the action in this whole episode and like when the fucking doors closed, I thought they killed that fucking dude. And I'm like, holy shit, Mando's just popping off. And like it was so good. I thought this is the best episode so far just because of the action and the fighting.
I think what is happening, especially in this episode, is that the Mandalorian used to be a fucking brutal killer. And something has changed. I don't know if it was with Baby Yoda or slightly before. Like he's relaxing and just sort of gaining a conscience or something, you know? Because they allude to the fact that he killed all those people, and then you just see they're in his cell. And And they alluded to the fact that he had killed a bunch of people they knew, right? And he was like, I did what I had to do. Like, I think it's a very interesting thing. They're very, well, not very, but they're subtly hinting to. I think it's cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, he's trying to redeem himself. It's a redemption story.
Sorta. I mean, there's not one thing. We don't know what he would be redeeming himself for. But yeah, it's like he's doing that and we don't even know why yet. Not specifically. You can imagine what bounty hunters get up to, though.
They murder people. Duh.
Yeah. What if he killed his parents?
No, because
like all those explosions and shit.
Yeah, that was him.
He set them off. Those were remote explosives.
It was drones. He fucking summoned a bunch of drones and killed everybody in his village and his parents without them knowing or realizing.
That's Batman's origin story. He shot both of his parents in that alley, and then Jim Gordon came along. He's like, hey, shit, did the guy run off? And he's like, oh, yeah, he totally ran off. I don't know. He left the gun here. It's all wiped clean. I don't know.
I just want a pony. Weird. I got $1. My parents are dead. Anyway, sorry, I'm being an asshole.
Yep. That's why he hides in the dark, because he's afraid of himself.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. I gotta go.
Anyway, I agree. I thought it was probably the best episode. It's so good.
Spoilers.
Oh god, him hunting them down was so cool. It was, speaking of Batman, that was a very Batman thing. Oh yeah,
when he was like being.
All I thought about was like, oh, this is like the drug deal in Batman Begins, and it's so good, so good.
Yeah, it was 10 out of 10. It was probably the best episode so far. Besides probably the first one. But.
I think the second one was better than the first one. Yeah. The first episode was kind of boring. Like, not a lot happens, and then Baby Yoda happens,
He's like
and it's
fucking
amazing.
Killing all those dudes with the blasters and shit, and just fucking fighting with the robot, and then he betrays the robot, and then he saves Baby Yoda. It's so good.
Yeah. So the last 10 minutes is pretty good.
I like it. I don't know. I like action. Oh wait, no, the episode with all the fucking the other Mandalorians fighting. Shit, how did I forget about that? That's like my childhood dream.
Was that 4?
That was 3. The very end of 3.
I'm getting all confused. I thought 5 was terrible. Honestly, I really didn't like that episode.
Wait, you thought 4 was terrible because wasn't this just 5?
No, this was 6.
Shit.
Yeah. There's only 2 more episodes.
No!
That blows my mind because it feels like there has not been enough content for one season.
No, there hasn't.
Not even close.
No, I'm really sad now.
I'm rewatching The Office, and I'm like, it takes a year to get through these fucking seasons because they're 22 episodes.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, sorry this episode was so long, but the gaming awards happen. We get to scream at Jeff. Just blame Jeff, okay? Just blame Jeff fucking Keighley, okay? Him and his awkward hair.
Yep.
And that.
Every time you're upset about video games, just go, God damn it, Jeffrey.
Damn it, Jeffrey. It's perfect because that's my dad's name, so it just will have double meaning for me.
You just doxed your dad.
Yep. He doesn't listen to this.
That's how salty you are this week. Holy
I'm
shit.
sick. I'm allowed to be salty as fuck. Spread me on my fucking hating toast, motherfucker. Yep.
Well, thanks for listening. Thanks, Bunny, for literally this dissertation on video games in my Google Docs.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
The longest notes I've ever done.
Yeah, it is, and I expect the same level of excellence every week now. Okay.
Hey, Portz, where can people find you?
People can find me on the interwebs at websites such as twitter.com. Just search at TheRealPortz, and then twitch.tv.com/TheRealPortz. And then on Google Plus, that doesn't exist anymore, so don't look there. And that's it. Where can people find you?
People can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at EvilSpaceBunny.
And ignore the backlog.com. That's our website. Go into it and download our episodes and give us a bunch of likes and log into Podbean and give us a bunch of comments.
Please give us comments. Please give us love. And if you like us, please spread us with your friends. Spread us like some salty jelly all over that hater
if you're too broke
of your friends.
If you're too broke for Christmas, just send them an episode of this podcast.
Yeah.
And then send them a little note that says you're welcome.
Listen to this. You'll hate yourself. You're welcome.
Hey, I noticed you like a lot of reality TV, Aunt Jane. Listen to this podcast where people also fight and bicker, and it's very scripted.
Yep, totally scripted. 100%. Hey, you read my line right there, you motherfucker.
Run that line?
Anyway.
What? I don't know what that means.
I said you read my line. Anyway.
Read
Goodbye.
my line. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up, motherfucker. So I'm the worst. That's the one rule in comedy. Listen to people. I didn't follow
I know,
that.
I'm kind of nasally, so it's hard to listen to me, so it's fair.
It is really hard. I'm so sorry to anyone who listened to this whole podcast.
God.
It's a disaster.
Okay, good luck. Have
Thanks,
fun.
Bunny. Thanks, people.
Don't die.
Do die. Nah. I negated yours. Doesn't
Don't
count.
listen to Portz. He doesn't listen anyway.
What'd you say?